Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on October 31, 2022. Mussolini supporters march in Italy while Meloni minister shuts down rave. The Guardian, fascists on the march after gains for Italy's hard right. The Telegraph, Mussolini speaks to the Times after taking power. The Times, Mussolini supporters march on Rome centenary. From inventors to adventurers and a warrior nun, Kate Moss on 10 forgotten women who helped shape the world. Norway puts military on raised alert level in response to Ukraine war. The Guardian, Norway armed forces raise readiness to protect energy links. Bloomberg, Norway raises military readiness amid Ukraine war, says PM. Euronews, Norway raises military alert in response to Ukraine war. Reuters, Norway ups military preparedness, cites need for vigilance. Manchester Museum to reopen with Ordinary Folk, co-curating new gallery. Richard Branson declines invitation from Singapore to debate death penalty. Sky News, Sir Richard Branson declines Singapore death penalty TV debate invitation. BBC, Richard Branson refuses Singapore invitation to debate death penalty. The Guardian, Branson declines Singapore's invite to death penalty debate. Al Jazeera English, Richard Branson declines Singapore's invitation to debate death penalty. Photo shows man arrested over Delphi murders with police sketch of suspected killer in background. The Independent, photo shows daughter of arrested Delphi bridge suspect in same spot where Vix took snap of killer. Daily Mail, Indiana police arrest man over 2017 killings of 2 teenage girls. Bridgewater Mercury, live stream 10 a.m., ISP plan to announce update in double homicide case. WLFI.com, Delphi murders, everything we know about suspect Richard Allen as he is pictured for first time since arrest. Secret 911 call audio reveals how Paul Pelosi alerted police to David DePape attack. The Independent, Pelosi attack rattles an already skittish campaign trail. Politico Europe, after the Paul Pelosi attack, there's been no soul-searching on the right. The Independent, what drove the man who attacked Nancy Pelosi's husband? Shanghai Disney, visitors unable to leave without negative COVID test as park shuts. BBC, Shanghai Disneyland COVID lockdown traps visitors for testing. The Times, China COVID chaos, Shanghai government bars people from entering and exiting Disney Park, WION. WION, visitors locked inside Shanghai Disneyland again on COVID case. Bloomberg, Beijing's Universal Resort reopens October 31 after COVID measures. Brazil election, Lula makes stunning comeback. BBC, Lula defeats Bolsonaro in Brazil presidential election, BBC News. BBC News, Brazil election, Lula da Silva defeats Jair Bolsonaro in stunning comeback. Evening Standard, Lula's presidential victory in Brazil is sweet, but will he be able to govern? The Guardian, Jeremy Corbyn, Lula's triumph in Brazil proves that when we are united, transformative change can be won. Russia-Ukraine war live. Russian missile strikes leave large parts of Kyiv without water and electricity. The Guardian, Ukraine war, power and water supply hit across Ukraine in massive Russian missile strikes. BBC, massive Russian missile strikes hammer major cities leaving most of Kyiv without water or power. The Telegraph, explosions rock Kyiv days after Russia blames Ukraine for Black Sea attack. France 24 English, Ukraine war, explosions over Kyiv as Russia targets infrastructure. Seoul Halloween stampede, latest, survivors recall, slow, agonizing crush, as 154 dead. The Independent, South Korea, how the Halloween tragedy unfolded. BBC, South Korea mourns victims of Halloween crush, BBC News. BBC News, South Korea's Yoon calls for safety measures over unorganized large gatherings. Reuters, Itaewon crush, shock and anger as Seoul grieves for its young. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.